My boss during the Clinton administration, my first boss during the Clinton administration was Ron Brown. And all of us were somewhat new to the internet. People have to remember that in 1993, when the Clinton administration came into office, there were 20 million people worldwide on the internet. There are 3.5 billion people on the internet today. Something we did with regard to promoting use of the internet and developing internet policy stuck. We were, whether it was in China or Venezuela or Brazil or Russia or France or Germany, we were usually the people who were first to introduce the internet to the rest of the world. And we came up with some really strong, smart policies. And a large part of that policy was, let's not overregulate something that none of us quite know what's going to be. No one in 1993 or 94 or 95 could see the internet today would have 4 billion people, that we'd have mobile devices smaller than a pack of cigarettes that could get any information in the world, that you have any television show in the world, that connect you to anyone in the world, could be used as a sensor, could monitor your health. We just couldn't see that. And now we're living in a world of virtual reality and the Internet of Things where 20 to 50 to 70 billion interconnected devices will be connected to this thing called the Internet. The light regulatory touch that lots of people talk about, I believe is directly responsible for a lot of what we've seen. I don't believe it's an accident that 11 of the 15 largest internet-based companies are United States companies, and the others are in China, which has, to a large degree, tried to piggyback on the innovations here in the United States. But what's interesting is Europe doesn't have any of the largest internet-based companies, and in Europe has had a much more regulatory model. I think the light touch regulation has worked well. I think we need to continue to make sure that there are no abuses of the marketplace. We have to continue to ensure that consumers benefit. But I believe that private investment and private innovation is the right model. Doesn't mean the government has no role, but I think that role has to be what my old boss Ron Brown used to call steer, not row. The heavy lifting, the work of building the internet has never been the government's responsibility. That's been the private sector. And if we can keep that model going forward, I think it's going to inure to the benefit of Americans, to American workers, and to American innovation.